Good evening.
Good evening. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. What about you?
I'm fine as well. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, can you hear me properly?
Yes,
That's nice. So let's quickly start our session. I think this is the very first time we're meeting, right?
yes.
Okay, that's beautiful. So I'm Mandavya and I'm going to be your speaker for today. Hey, so can you just quickly introduce yourself too before we start?
Okay, my name is Khushi. I'm a graduate and I'm living in Uttar Pradesh. And now I'm at home and learning English.
You're at your home and you're learning English. That's nice. Okay, and
Yes.
are you like preparing for some job interviews as well?
Not right now, but first I want to learn English then.
Okay, then you can start preparing. Okay, so tell me, can I call you Khushi? Is that fine?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, Khushi, how can I help you? Like, what are the problems that you face while trying to talk in English?
Actually, before I joined Clapingo, I don't ever talk with anyone in English, so that's why I think.
Okay, that's fine. But like, do you understand the rules? Do you know the grammar and everything? Are you aware
Yeah,
about it?
yeah,
Okay, you're aware about it. So you basically are just trying to practice our clapping.
yeah.
That's nice. Okay, so before we start with the topic, do you have any questions or any doubts that you want to ask? Anything that you want to
No,
discuss?
no.
No? Okay, that's nice. So, I'm sorry, but can you tell me the topic today because my device is not working
Okay.
properly?
Business.
Business.
Yeah.
Okay. Today, basically, we have a different kind of a topic. Okay, it's an extempore topic. Like in all the three sessions, the tutor must have asked you some questions and you answered those questions, right? Today, what we'll do is, I'll not ask you questions today. No questions.
Okay.
Today, you will just have to express your opinion about the topic. Okay, what do you think? Okay, that's the question. That's the only question that you have to answer.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are two topics. You can choose any one. Right. The first topic is happy versus successful. Okay. And the second topic is about best small business ideas.
Okay.
Okay, so which topic would you like to speak about?
I think happy versus.
Happy versus successful. Okay, that's fine. So what we'll do is I'll not ask you to, do it as an extempore today. But I'll give you about 1 minute to think about the topic. Search the internet even if you want to do that. Okay, anything. You're allowed to do anything for this topic. I know you're prepared. I know you have
No,
already
no,
have
no. I prepared about business actually.
so you
Like,
prepared for business actually.
yeah.
So
But
let's do that
but
then. It's totally
I
fine.
think
Whichever
we
topic.
can talk about both.
Okay, so first let's do the happy versus successful topic. Okay,
Okay.
I'll give you exactly 1 minute. Okay, not more than that because the time restriction is necessary for this kind of a topic. Okay, exactly 1 minute to think about the topic. You can search the internet, you can write down points, whatever you want to do.
Oh, it will take more time. I think.
So, okay, I'll
No,
give you 2 minutes.
I think we can start whatever in my mind. I just tell you. And
Okay, let's do that. That's also a learning. We'll learn something. Go ahead.
yeah.
Okay.
So I think happiness is more important than successful, because I think if you have your family and you have house, you have food, you have clothes, so it's enough for a happy life. And it's not important you maybe if you are successful but you don't have your family, so it's not a good deal, I think.
That's nice. Okay, so if you had an opportunity, okay, if I offered you two things right now that you can either be happy throughout your life, okay, or right now you can turn out to be very successful. Which
Yeah,
one would you choose and why?
I choose first one.
Happy one.
Yeah,
Okay, and why is that?
because for me happiness is more important
Yeah,
than
I get that. But why is it more important than being successful? That's my question.
because if I'm successful and I'm not happy, so it's not
It's not worth
really,
it.
yeah,
Yes,
worth it for me.
exactly. Exactly. Now that's a good answer. See, it's easy. You just have to think for a second and you get the answers. Okay. Now let's do the second topic, the business.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So what do you have in mind about small business ideas? What can you tell me about that?
I think small business idea is more good than big business ideas because if you are thinking about a small business to doing a small business, it, if you are lost in it, you don't like lost much, and you have also experience.
So you basically, but that's not true. Like, okay, if I'm a small businessman, right,
Yeah.
that means it's not that if I had the resources to start a big business, I would start a small business after that. Right. If I had the
Yeah.
resources, if I had the money, if I had the infrastructure, I would definitely want to start a big business as well. Right. I started a small
Yeah,
business.
but if you have enough money,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
Then I think if you are not experienced businessman, so it's much better if you start with a small business and then you will do big business.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's a good answer. Okay. Now let's talk about the feedback, the suggestions, and the topics.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Look, basically, an extemporary topic is the best way to learn English. Okay. Communication, English, everything. Okay. When you're learning, look, when you were a child, uh, just tell me something. What's your mother tongue? What language do you usually speak in?
Hindi.
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 Right. My mother tongue is Hindi as well. Right. So basically, when we were learning Hindi, when I was a child, when you were a child, okay, when you were learning Hindi, you used to speak a lot of things. You tried to speak a lot of things, right? Even if the words were not clear, even if the grammar was incorrect,
Yeah.
right? Everything, but you still try to tell your parents that "Am mujhe chocolate chahiye."
Yeah.
Okay, you still try to say that. So basically, that's what we're doing here. We're combining all the broken words, all the broken sentences, and we're coming up with an idea. Okay. This particular kind of a topic is not to learn sentences or grammar or anything like that. It's to learn how to speak. Okay, that's one thing that you should be clear about. Okay, now what all things should you answer in such a topic? Extempore topics. Okay, basically these are very important for your interviews. Okay, when you go and give an interview, everybody is going to ask you that. Okay, Khushi, tell me what do you think about this? What are your opinions about this topic? Okay, or what do you think about our company? That's also an extempore topic because they have asked you it on the spot, right? So when that topic comes, first you need to answer what. The first question should always be what, right? That what is happiness? What does being successful mean? What are these two things? Because you can tell me everything that yeah, I would choose happiness over being successful. I understand. Question should always be what. The second question should be why. Okay, if you're choosing being happy over being successful, why are you choosing it? What's the reason behind? Okay. The third thing should be an example. Now, this example that I'm talking about, this is where you express yourself the most. Okay. You give a story. You can talk about it in the form of a story. You can talk about it in the form of of basically anything. It can be a speech as well. Okay. Because this is the time for you to shine. Now, if I come and talk about your English and your communication skills, yes, we have to work a lot on your English right now.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Right.
you're doing good. You're actually doing good. Like the way that you said that you did not have a lot of background. According to that, you're on a very good level. Okay, you were confident throughout the session. That was very good. A very, very good point to note. Because even when you were getting stuck, even when you were finding out for words, okay, you still had that confident look on your face. That's a very good sign. Okay, remember that. Second thing, I've written all of it down. So the second thing is that when you're using words, okay,
Yeah.
right now you're not completely aware about the usage of words.
Yeah.
Okay, like there needs to be a supporting word as well for the next word. You're missing those things out.
Okay.
Okay. That is a very basic thing. That is basically because you're not prepared for all the communication, right?
Yeah.
You will be in some time. Okay. Today, I'll not give you any specific thing to work on. I'll not tell you that work on your present tense or your past tense or anything like that. We'll do all of that a little bit later. Okay.
Yeah.
First thing that we're going to start with is getting in a habit of English.
Okay.
Right now, look, basically what happens is that when you start speaking a language, your mind is not habitual to it. Right? When you
Yeah.
started speaking Hindi, you did not have the habit of it. That's why when your parents spoke around you, when your cousins, when your friends, when they spoke around you learned Hindi as well. Okay. Similarly, that's what we were going to do with English. Easy. Okay.
Okay.
First of all, Hindi and English, they're both languages. We're not afraid
Yeah.
of English. Okay, say that to you, say that to yourself every day that I'm not afraid of English.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
when you learn other language, you think about like my grammar is right or not. Like
Yeah,
these things is going on your mind, so that's why maybe it like
exactly. Look,
have some
basically,
problem.
trust me, I'll tell you something. English is the only language in which people care about their grammar.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a very true fact. If you were learning French right now, you would not be worried that much about it.
Yeah.
You've learned Hindi, you know how to speak Hindi, but you're still not worried about your Hindi grammar.
Yeah.
Okay, neither
If
am I.
like if we have we say wrong Hindi like your mother tongue,
Yeah,
so you
we
don't
still
take
learn.
burden like okay it's fine. But if you learn other language and you make mistake, you think about oh my god I'm making mistake. So that is
Exactly.
the problem.
Exactly.